Let's take a look at Ziggy's car real quick. Go, so a driver knows where he goes. Here we are at Valley Speedway with A-Mod driver Brian Ziegler, aka Ziggy. Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself, how many wins you got, or where you're at in points.
Well, in the A-Mod division, 0 wins. We did just move in the 10th in points with our first top 5 last week. Won our heat race for the first time in this car. So, been kind of a learning year.
Okay. I remember seeing you in B-Mods back at CMS. What's the, maybe a strange question, I know there's a big difference between a B-Mod and an A-Mod. Kind of give us a rundown for some people that don't really...
A lot more power, a lot more suspension to work with, a lot more ways to adjust the car and to put traction in the car.
A lot funner to drive?
Yeah, it's fun yet frustrating all at the same time. When you don't know what you're doing, when you're just learning. You know, these guys have been doing it for years. They know exactly what to do by what the car does, and we're still trying to learn what to do to get the car to do what we want it to do, and yet learn how to drive the darn thing. So.
All right, we've already been through hot laps. Was it pretty slimy out there? Just kind of...
Yeah, actually, by the time the A-Mods went out, other than the very bottom, it looked pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty good. So I think we're going to have a good track for the heat races.
All right, man.
Hope so anyway. We're starting on the bottom 3rd row, so.
All right, man. Thanks. All right, man. We're going to do his heat race here in a few minutes, and we'll get back with you later. Well, Brian, we've ran our heat race, buddy. What do you think?
I don't know. Car felt good for all the changes we made. Track seemed like it's going to be racy. Had a lot of traffic in front of me. Didn't really have anywhere to go. Didn't want to push the issue. I'm not real aggressive in the heat races.
Yeah.
We ain't got $1 million on the line. I just want to bring her home in one piece, and we'll go to the feature and see what we can do.
Yeah.
And like I said, we threw some changes at it again this week. Like I posted on Facebook, race 13, setup 11. We'll see what the old auction special can do here.
So Brian, has the track changed any at all? Kind of still about the same, or?
It was better for the heat races than it was for hot laps, definitely.
Yeah.
The bottom's coming in, I think. Still a little wet down at the bottom. Looked like everybody was favoring middle to the top. We didn't go up there and try it, so not sure what's up there, but that seemed where everybody liked to run. Like I said, in our heat race, it's pretty wide in front of us most of the time.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Wasn't no sense in pushing the issue.
Yeah. I see your crew chiefer back there said something about starting the 6th row inside.
Yep, 6th row inside. So
okay.
We're not in the back, we're not in the front, so we'll see what we can do with it.
Yeah, and probably not many changes, no changes.
Now, I don't think we're going to change anything this week. We're going to roll the dice. I was pretty happy with it in the heat race. And with this humidity, I'm going to hope that the bottom doesn't dry off too much. It stayed tacky down there last week, it looked like. So the middle and the top got pretty slick, but we'll try to be a bottom feeder this week and see what we can do.
All right, and who's your friend crew chief over there?
This is a long time friend from up in the high school days, and he kind of likes beating and banging on the stuff that I don't like beating and banging on. His name's Bruce Evanson. He's been a big help this year. This car here, heck with the B-Mod and the street stock, I'd come to the track by myself.
Yeah.
Pretty much unless there was something major damage, then friends would all chip in, handle it by yourself. But with this car, when you do have to make adjustments and stay on top of everything, you about can't do it by yourself. It's really hard to handle one of these on your own through the week and at the track.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot of you guys do this stuff by yourself, and I bet you it gets pretty hectic at times.
It's not the preferred way to do it, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. We'll wait and see what happens in the feature. Thanks a lot, Brian.
All right.
All right, let's try this again.
Now it looks like he's going. So gotta work. It does get going. So gotta work.
Down for a 12th place.
Number 2 in points.
Go Brian Ziegler.
All right, looks like they come in turn 4. see what happens here at Valley Speedway.
Here we go.
8 laps to go.
figure out what it's wired to, because we hit some of the bumps that came on.
Okay.
But I knew it wasn't any of these over here, so I kept on going.
Alright.
I made a minor adjustment against the wall, so I don't know how bad it is or what it did.
Did we get a top 10 out of that, I think?
I don't know.
I think so.
I couldn't even tell you.
I think so.
Nothing more than normal.
Well, it hit hard, whatever it was.
Little scrubbage, you say?
Yeah, we.
There's fresh scratches there, but it's all right.
All right.
Oh, the wheels survived.
I like.
That was already dinged up one anyway.
That's fine. You can tell we're hitting the wall. That's pretty there. Like we're all right.
Little concrete dust.
Like we're okay.
If it's pushed in evenly. Man, it's hot. Before we started, they said it was going to be a 15-lap feature. I was all excited. I was like, well, maybe they're doing it for the heat. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
Well, how'd it feel?
We probably should have taken some rear steer out for the feature. It's just a little tail happy, but it's got traction now once you get going.
Okay.
That's the end thing.
So we just needed to drop that bar.
Yeah, we need to try that next time.
Okay.
Because it was...
I mean, it didn't look bad. It looked like you could drive about anywhere on the track.
Yeah, it's just, I really had to play at the gas because it's a handful because it wanted to...
Okay.
It feels like it's really rolled over. That's what they all want.
It is that. We need to figure out how to get rid of that.
Well, a lot of it's throttle. That throttle's way too touchy. Definitely got to fix that this week. I can tell that just under caution. But, and probably get this tie down shock so it doesn't unload itself. But I was happy with it. I mean, just, you know, for not being super aggressive. You know me, I don't have anything to gain by jamming it up through there.
Right.
So
No, I mean, you look clean and look like you got some room to run when
I'm
you
gonna
finally
try
got up on
to
the
I'm gonna
high
try
side.
to pick them off someplace where they're not. Yeah, I kind of.
You got a little high once or twice.
Yeah, I rethought that program. I figured where we was good enough. Man, all I know is it's got some tough stuff under it, and we need to look real good because I tagged that hole at 3 and 4 several times, and
No, I see.
it was a moaning and a groaning and a jumping, and it just kept on digging and going. So that was good.
I can see it now.
It's hard on stuff. It's stressed it. It's like fast shaft builds a fast dry or good dry shaft.
Well, you got a smile on your face. You must have had fun.
Oh yeah, I had a blast.
Always have fun.
Car's not wadded up, didn't get caught in any messes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, we're here to gain. We have nothing to lose
There you
unless
go.
we go home in a ball. So if we go home in a ball piled up, come off the track on the tow truck, then it wasn't a successful night.
All right. Well, Brian, I appreciate you letting me run around with you tonight.
Hey, no
dude.
problem. Wish we could have passed some more cars for you or whatever.
Oh,
but,
that's
you know,
all right.
We're still in this learning stage, and like I said, if that was a top 10 for sure, then that's definitely a good night. That's what we strive for each
Yeah.
week, and it's in one piece. So
Yeah,
we
it looked like right about a 10 or 11, top 10 or top 11.
So
Yeah.
I don't know either. So
I was trying to keep track on yellow. So.
I was too busy keeping an eye on the 209 and on Martin to see if I could find a
Yeah.
way to catch him and get around him
Yeah.
without blowing off the top of the track. So,
All right, bud. Take care.
all right, thank you.
All right. See you later.
See you.